All right, so we have the trailer unloaded. That was the trailer full of wood from the last video when I was up at Rick's Woodyard. That was some of the stuff that he just had there that he wanted to get rid of. So I loaded up a few logs, brought them home, and yes, it would have been nice to have a grapple. But the old chain on the bucket works just fine for, I guess, an improvised grapple. So what I was doing when I was taking these out of the trailer, I put the few bigger ones over there, and then the smaller ones I put over here, because I think what I'm going to do with these is run them through the yappa. So I'll get the forks on the tractor, and then I'll take these up to the bucking platform, buzz those up, because they are a little too big for the yappa. Well, actually, you know what? That one right there might go through. Yeah, so maybe these two, I'll take those up to the bucking platform, and then the rest I think I'll set aside and save for the yappa. It's a nice day here. I know a lot of people are concerned about the thaw and whether or not I have to deal with any mud. And I don't really have a lot of mud to deal with, but what I have to deal with when we go through that 2 to 3 week phase of melting and freezing and melting and freezing is I just get a sheet of ice back here that just gets, I mean, I can barely walk around, and it is slick. Once this starts to melt though, I mean, it's maybe a day or two that it's kind of damp and kind of wet, but otherwise I have no mud. I'm on very sandy soil. But yeah, everything is kind of getting slushy right now. The temperatures are rising. It's supposed to be, I think, 40 today, and then 50s tomorrow, and even possibly 60 on Wednesday. So hopefully one more week and all of this white snow will be gone and all of this ice will be melted away. So most of that load that I brought back today was all maple. And if you've listened to the Woodhounds podcast, you will know that maple is one of my favorite firewoods for recreational burning. Bundles, campfires, fire pits in the backyard, and it's also Joe from Ohio Woodburners' favorite firewood. If you haven't checked out the Woodhounds podcast, go on over to thewoodhounds.com and have yourself a listen. Like I said, we talked about in the one episode, our favorite firewoods. And a lot of people always ask me what my favorite firewood is. And when it comes to recreational firewood, maple is it. And there's a few reasons. Number one, I can get a lot of it. Number two, it dries, seasons quick. Number three, it burns great for recreational burning. And we go into all those details, so just go over and take a listen to the Woodhounds podcast. So the bottleneck that I'm running into right now at this time of the year is I don't want to start splitting all of this oak up because I don't have anywhere to store it. I don't have anywhere to stack it until the snow is gone. Once the snow is gone, then I can put down some new pallets and build my another little storage shelter like the one I have over there. But for now, until that snow is gone, I just don't want to start stacking on top of it. The other thing too is Shibe, outside with Shibe, he's coming down here for the Firewood Frenzy beginning of June, and he told me to leave a bunch of logs here because he's bringing his 500i and his buddy's 500i. So we're gonna have 3 500i's running in the wood yard here. So we're gonna need some logs to buck up. So there's always a lot of anticipation for this time of the year, for spring to get here, for the snow to melt away. But right now it's kind of like in one of those transition periods where it sucks because you have to wait for the snow to all melt, and it's taking a little bit longer than I had hoped. So another little load of logs brought into the wood yard to add to the inventory of unprocessed firewood. And now we're just waiting, a little waiting game, letting this snow melt away, and then we'll start getting at it. But like I said, I do need to save some for the Firewood Frenzy weekend. But I have a feeling that there's gonna probably be even more wood coming in and adding to this unprocessed inventory. So thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night.